Chapter 6. First Encounter. One day when he was 118 years old, Adam did not become excited with the spring upon waking with the dawn, and he did not rise, as he usually did, to greet the sun's brightening rays. Above him, astride a leafy branch, the nightingale trilled his song, but his singing only made Adam turn over on his other side. Before his eyes, spring filled space with a quiet tremolo, and the gurgling stream called out to Adam in his bed, while swallows made sport overhead. Fanciful cloud heralded each new unfolding scene. From grasses, flowers, bushes, and trees, the gentlest fragrance rushed to embrace the man. Oh, how God wondered then what was taking place. Amidst spring's resplendent glory, under the deep blue skies of his earthly creation, his son, the man, had become sorrowful and despondent. His beloved child dwelt not in gladness, but in sadness. Could any scene be more agonizing for a loving father? 118 years on, long after creation, the dormant throng of divine energies suddenly swarmed into motion. The whole universe listened in shocked surprise. Such acceleration as had never before seen, such acceleration as had never been seen before, glistened in the aura of the energy of love, so intensely that all life caught the sense at once. A new creation had been thought of by God. But what could possibly be originated after creation had already reached the limit of inspiration? This was something that surpassed all comprehension, and still God's thought kept growing in acceleration, and the energy of love whispered in muted tones. Once more, you have set everything in inspired motion. Your universal energies are setting space on fire. How is it that you do not explode or consume yourself in such fervor and desire? Where are you heading? To what are you aspiring? I no longer shine with your light. Look, oh my God, I burn with your essence. I turn planets into stars. Stop. You have already created all the best. Stop, and your son's grief will evanesce. It will disappear. Stop, oh my God. But God did not hear the plea of love and paid no attention to the jeers of the elements of the universe. Like a young and enthusiastic sculptor, he continued accelerating all the diverse energies in motion. All at once, a dawn of never before imaginable beauty burst forth, delineating itself through the vast, unfathomable universe, and all creation gasped, and God himself whispered in exultation, "Behold, O universe, behold. Behold, my daughter stands amidst the created creatures of the earth. How perfect her features are, the finest by 1,000-fold. She shall be worthy of my son. A creation more perfect than hers will never come. In her is the image and likeness of me. Each particle of yours in her will always be. So love her with a love so pure and free. She and he, my son and daughter, shall bring extended joy to every living thing, and shall build on every plane of being resplendent universal worlds. From the little hill, over dew-washed grass, on the festive day in the sun's morning ray, the maiden came to Adam. With a pace full of grace and a form so slender, the bends of her body smooth and tender, in the hues of her skin there shined a light of the divine dawn. Closer and closer she neared, and then she appeared in front of Adam, Reclining on the grass, the maiden arose. The breeze smoothed out her golden braids, her forehead to expose. The universe held its breath, completely awed. Oh, how beauteous is her face, thy creation, O God. Adam, reclining on the grass, glanced up at the maiden who had appeared beside him, gave a yawn, turned away, and closed his eyes. All the elements in the universe then heard, no, not the words. They heard how listlessly Adam reacted in his thought to the new creation of God. Well, there it is. Yet another creation of some kind has come to mind. It is nothing new, you see, just another entity that looks something like me. Horses have joints in their knees more supple and sturdy than these. The leopard has skin so much brighter and livelier to please. And what's more, she arrived without invitation, on the very day I was going to offer the ants a new designation. And Eve, standing a while beside Adam, went over to a pool in the stream, sat down on the bank by the bushes, and caught a gleam of her reflection in the still, cool water. And the elements of the universe began to intone their murmurings, and their thoughts merged into one. Two perfections have not managed to achieve an appreciation of each other. There is no perfection in God's creation. And only the energy of love, alone amidst the murmurings of the universe, tried to protect the Creator with itself. God was enveloped in its radiance. Everybody knew. Never had the energy of love involved itself in rationalization. Unseen and unheard, it was ever wandering apace through the unfathomed reaches of space. But why was it now so totally and with no retention, encircling God again with its radiance? Paying no attention to the intonations of the universe, here it was, warming and comforting through its radiance alone. You can rest, O great Creator, and impart your education into the heart of your Son. You will be able to adjust and correct any of your illustrious creations. In reply, the universe heard words in which it recognized the wisdom and majesty of God. My Son is the image and likeness of me. He includes in himself particles of all the diverse energies of the universe. He is Alpha and Omega. He is creation. He is the realization of the future. Henceforth and for all time still to come, neither I nor anyone else shall be able to change his destiny without his will. All that he wills for himself will be allowed to him. Whatever he conceives, provided it is not conceived in vanity, will turn into reality. My Son did not bow before the sight of the maiden's fleshly perfection. Much to the amazement of the whole universe, he was not amazed by her. Still not consciously aware, my Son has sensed all through his feelings. In the first place, he sensed that in him something was amiss, and the new creation standing before him, the maiden, did not possess this. My Son, through his feelings, senses the whole universe, and he knows everything the universe possesses. A question filled the whole universe. What can possibly be missing from one in whom all the diverse energies of ours and yours exist? And God answered them all. The energy of love. And the energy of love flashed with flame. But I am alone, and I am your very own. I shine by you alone. Yes, You are alone, my love, the divine words proclaimed in reply. Your shining light both shines and caresses, my love. You are inspiration. You are able to give everything in acceleration. You accentuate sensations, and you are the reconciliation of peace, my love. I beg of you, descend to the earth in your totality, leaving nothing in its former place. Surround and enfold these, my children, in yourself, the energy of boundless grace. This farewell dialogue of love and God heralded the beginning of all earthly love. My God, love called out to the Creator, when I leave, you will be alone, unseen, forever, dwelling on all the planes of being. You will be invisible. May my son and my daughter henceforth shine through the inner, the outer, and the order. Footnote: the inner, the outer, the order, an approximation of the ancient Slavic terms nav, yav, and prav, respectively. Nav signifies inner spiritual reality, the invisible foundation of the outer, or visible, material reality, yav, while prav, from a Slavic root word signifying right or true, refers to the order governing the nav and yav and the relationship between them. End footnote. My God, around you will be empty space. There will never be a place where the life-giving warmth can penetrate to your soul. Without this warmth, your soul will become cold. Not for me alone, but for all life, may this warmth emanate from the earth. My sons and daughters will multiply this radiated love, and the whole earth will glow with the warmth of love shining throughout space. All will feel the light of grace emanating from the earth, and all my diverse energies will be warmed by its might. My God, a great variety of paths are exposed to your son and daughter. In them remain the diverse energies of all the planes of being. And suppose just one of those energies decides to hold sway over the rest and leads them astray. What can you do, seeing you have thought to give everything away? When you find the energy shining from earth start to weaken and fade to naught, you have given everything away, and yet you see how on the earth the energies of annihilation hold sway over all. Your own illustrious creations are covered with a lifeless crust, and the grass is smothered with stones. What will you do then? What can be done, seeing you have given complete freedom to your son? As a blade of grass, I shall be able to break through among the stones anew and unfold the petals of a flower in a small and untouched glade. My earthly daughters and sons will be able to realize their purpose. My God, when I leave, you will not be by any eye perceivable. It is conceivable that elements of other energies will begin to speak through people in your name. Some may try to proclaim themselves rulers over others, abusing your essence for their own interests, saying, I speak in God's place. I am his chosen one. Everybody listen to me. What will you be able to do in such a case? I shall come up as the dawn at the inception of the new oncoming day. By caressing all creations on the earth without exception, the rays of the sun will help my daughters and sons understand that each one in their own soul can hold conversation with my soul. My God, many of them will there be, a great sum, and you are alone as one, and all the elements of the universe will be eager to capture man's soul, just to use man to establish their sway all through the energy they possess, and your errant son will suddenly start to pray to them. There will still be a major obstacle to any attempt, no matter what its form, to lead people awry or lead them into empty space, for this will be a barrier to anything based on a lie. Within all my sons and daughters, there is a striving for a conscious awareness of truth. A lie is invariably bound within limits, but the truth is unlimited. It will be forever found in the conscious awareness of my sons and daughters' soul. Oh my God, no one and no thing is able to fight or even stand against the flight of your thought and dreams. They are marvelous. I shall willingly follow them. I shall warm your children with my radiance and shall perform this service forever. The inspiration you have given them will help them undertake their own creations. I have only one request to make of you, my God. Allow me to leave just one spark of my love with you. When you are obliged to dwell in darkness, when you are surrounded by nothing but empty space, when oblivion weakens the light from the earth, then may this spark of my love, even though it seem but a single spark, shine for you with its gleam. Oh, Vladimir, Anastasia exclaimed, if only man living today could look up to the skies and see what was way above the earth back then. What a vision would grace the scene before his eyes. What a great vision would grace the scene before his eyes. The light of the universe, the energy of love, compressed into a comet, hastened toward the earth, illuminating the still, lifeless planets along its course and lighting up the stars above the earth. Yes, it was indeed headed toward the earth. Closer, ever closer it came. And there it was, and all at once it came to rest over the earth itself, and the radiance of love began to resonate. And far away, among the shining stars, one star, smaller than all the rest, appeared to be moving. It was hastening to follow the radiance of love on its earthward path. And then love realized that here was its last little spark from God, and even it was on its way to the earth. My God, whispered the radiance of love, but why? I do not understand. Why? You have not left even a single spark for yourself. To the words of love, out of the darkness of the universe, God, already perceivable by no one, gave reply. His divine words were heard across space. Anything I kept back for myself would be lacking in my gift to them, my daughters and sons. My God. Oh, how marvelous you are, love, even as a single spark. My God. Hasten, my love, hasten. Do not stop for rational contemplation. Hasten with your last spark and warm all of my future sons and daughters. The people of the earth were embraced by the universal energy of love, all of it, down to the last spark. Everything was there within it, where it belonged. Throughout the unfathomable universe, man, who lives on all planes of being simultaneously, of all the entities, became the most strong.